Hi everybody, this is Lara at pureelliottwave.com. I'm going to be presenting as part of this FX Traders Edge Elliott Wave forecasting event on the 17th of August. I'm putting a link in the description box for this video. Please click on the link and go on through to this page and register for this event. You'll be giving me a lot of support by doing that. So that's what I get your support, but you get a whole bunch of free stuff. You get an hour's access to my analysis. I'll be covering Bitcoin and the S&P 500 live with you. And if I have time, I'll also cover NASDAQ. But wait, there's more. If you register for this event, you'll also have an exclusive offer to sign up for a free month of my Pure Elliott Wave Weekly on my website, pureelliottwave.com. That's once a week analysis of Bitcoin and the S&P 500 and gold and US oil for a whole month free. But wait, there's even more. If you register for this event, you're also going to get the opportunity to sign up and get a free copy of my ebook, Pure Elliott Wave. The rules in my book, which took me years to write, the rules are exactly the same as Frost and Preachter's classic Elliott Wave principle, but I've written it to try and be as clear and concise as possible. But wait, there's more. You'll also go in a draw to win one free lifetime access to my online course, Learn Pure Elliott Wave, which is normally priced at $395. Not only am I a CMT, Chartered Market Technician, not only do I have over a decade of experience, I've been analysing markets since 2008, I'm also a trained, professionally qualified New Zealand secondary school teacher. I used to teach high school science, biology and geography. So coming from that angle, I've created some totally unique learning exercises as part of this course. If you're a kinesthetic learner, you'll learn by doing, and I find those learners the hardest to reach. So I've got some truly unique learning exercises to teach you Elliott Wave structures. There's 20 lessons. Most of them have quizzes or further reading, and as part of your access to the course, you'll have me supporting you via email to help you with your learning Elliott Wave. So there's a whole bunch of really good reasons for you to click on this link and register with FX Traders Edge, and if you do so, you'll be giving me a lot of support, and I really appreciate your support. Thank you. Today's little altcoin I'm going to look at is Tellor, or TRB-USD. First thing I notice about this, that looks better on a semi-log scale. It looks like there's quite a lot of overlapping in here. I think I can see an impulse up, and I think I want to label that. Let's see. Let's go with cycle for now. From the start to this high here, I think I can see a 5 up. So that means that should be a 3 down, and the question will be, is it over? No, I want to do this. It looks like there's going to be quite a lot of overlapping in the fifth wave. Is that going to fit as an ending diagonal? Before I go and get into that third wave, let's just check this. No, see, the third wave is longer than the first. Oh yeah, the fourth is longer, but okay, the reason why I can't see the third wave over there is the fourth wave may only subdivide as a zigzag. Within a zigzag, A, B, C, B may not move beyond the start of A, so 3 has to be over there. So 3 is longer than 1, 4 is longer than 2, but I don't think the trend lines are going to diverge. No, they're going to converge. That doesn't work. Excuse the noise, sorry. The cleaning lady's here, and I don't want to stop her doing what she needs to do. I think I want to put this down here. I don't think this is going to work either. Oh no, actually it might work. Oh yeah, it is going to work. Okay, that's quite a good solution, isn't it? What about this third wave? I think this is going to be fine. We're going to have more time consuming deep second wave corrections. Is this the low? 2.8244. There it is. And nope, I want to put this up here. This is going to fit really well. Okay. I mean, we could pull this one down, but I think that's good enough. Let's just put the third waves in here. Yeah, great. I'll put this down here. Yeah. I'm going to label this fourth wave a combination. We've got a zigzag, X, and then an expanded flat. possibly not ideal, but I think I want to see the fourth wave over there. It's got nice proportion to the second wave. Okay, this could cycle wave 2 be over. I want to see B there, but is it going to be a single or a double zigzag? I don't think I can see C as a complete 5-wave impulse. Let's just chuck some labels in there. Looks like there's an overlap. No, so you'd want to see it there and 4 would overlap 1, so no, that won't work. Oh, actually, hang on, this could actually work. I see that there. Oh, yeah, that does work. Okay, is A some kind of leading diagonal? No, and you have to see 2 over there. Oh, go away. Just checking the wavelengths. 3 is shorter than 1. 5 is shorter than 3. 4 is shorter than 2. Do the trend lines converge? Yes, they do, quite well. That's a decent looking diagonal. Just also checking 5 moves beyond the end of 3. Yes, it does. It moves below 3. The 5th wave of a diagonal may not be truncated. Primary B looks like a good 3-wave structure too, doesn't it? This is actually exhibiting decent looking Fibonacci ratio, not Fibonacci ratios, decent looking Elliott wave structures. I think C might be some kind of diagonal. Okay, so then the next question would be, for classic technical analysis, does Tellor have any evidence of a low in place? This looks like a hammer candlestick pattern, but I'd want to grab a calculator and calculate the length of that wick in relation to the real body, because this is on a semi-log scale, and arithmetically the wick must be at least twice the length of the real body for it to be a hammer. That real body is also a bit large, but let's take a look at some technicals. I'm just going to leave my Elliott wave count at the weekly chart level for Tellor. Let's have a quick look at a previous really important low. This is on the daily chart, 7th of October 2020. There's a bullish piercing pattern here. So at that important low there was a candlestick reversal pattern. It did have decent support from volume. Volume on this session is stronger than these downward sessions. Well, not necessarily this one, but certainly the 4 previous sessions. Volume increases for that upward session, and so you can have confidence in a bullish candlestick pattern when it has support from volume. No divergence between price and on-balance volume. On-balance volume made new lows with price. Let's expand this out just a little. ADX at the end of that downward trend had just caught up with the trend, and it was indicating there was a downward trend, but it was nowhere near extreme. RSI exhibited no bullish divergence. It just managed to dip into oversold the day prior to the final end to that trend, but no bullish divergence. Money flow index actually exhibited a little bit of bullish divergence. The close on this session, 13.837187, and the close on this session, 20.141106. So here on this session, price is closing lower. This session, price is closing lower. Money flow index is higher. There's some bullish divergence there at the low. Stochastics oversold, and ATR mirrors price for this one. Let's take a look at the current low. At this current low, there is a bullish candlestick pattern off the low. This is a bullish piercing pattern. The real body of this candlestick closes well in the real body of the previous candlestick, over halfway, so it's bullish. It has a bearish upper wick though, and it was followed by some sideways and a little bit of downward movement, so I expect that's resolved the bearishness of that upper wick. But we do have a bullish candlestick reversal pattern off this last low as well. It does not have support from volume though. That is concerning for a bullish case. The volume profile at this point I would read as bullish. Upward sessions show an increase in volume. Volume is pushing price higher, and again overall here volume is pushing price higher, so that's bullish. Between price and on-balance volume, there was no divergence at the low. There would have been a bullish signal here, a break above resistance sitting here, again here, again here. So we're getting bullish signals from on-balance volume, and on-balance volume is moving higher with price up off that low. ADX at this low did indicate a downward trend which was extreme. The black ADX line is above both the DX lines. It didn't reach 45, but it did reach above 40. So it wasn't very extreme, but it was extreme. At the low, there is no divergence between price and RSI, but RSI does reach oversold. There is a little bit of divergence between price and money flow index. The close on this session, 8.247948. The close on this session, a lot higher, 12.873269. Price is closing lower. From this session to this session, price is closing lower, but money flow index is moving higher. Money flow index is telling us that there is weakness in this downward movement. It's not showing as much strength as this low back here, and so that divergence is considered bullish. Stochastics oversold. Interesting. ATR increased at the low. It declines through most of this downward movement here, declining, gets down to here, and then it starts to show an increase to the low. I'm going to actually read that as bullish. Sometimes these cryptocurrencies, when they end a downward trend, will end with some strength, and sometimes they'll have selling climaxes at the end. They don't tend to always form V bottoms like the indexes do. They tend to form a rounded bottom as they start out slowly off the low and then accelerate as they move higher. And that's exactly what we're starting to see here with Tellor. So just quickly going back to my Elliott Wave count, I want to draw some conclusions for you. This second wave correction here, it's on a semi-log scale, so it doesn't look as deep as it actually is, but it is a 97% or a 96.52% correction of cycle wave 1. This is a very deep, large bear market. The Elliott Wave structure is complete. The technical analysis offers some support to the view that there could be a low in place. I'm going to go with this for my Elliott Wave count for Tellor. I would consider it still, because it's still within cycle wave 1 price territory, could still present a reasonable opportunity, and this is why. Using the most simple Elliott Wave rules, let's show what I expect should happen for this market. If this wave count is correct, it means that the bear market is over for Tellor and a third wave at cycle degree may be in its early stages. Cycle 3 must move beyond the end of cycle 1, and it has to move far enough above the end of 1 to then allow room for 4 to unfold, counterpart to 2, so about the same duration and probably very deep. 4 may not move into wave 1 price territory. So what that means is any entry point, using those Elliott Wave rules, an entry point within first wave price territory and the early stages of a third wave should be able to be held throughout the third wave, throughout the fourth wave, and then to get the fifth wave gains. And this is why the fifth wave is so important. Look at the lengths of 1, 3 and 5 within cycle wave 1, and this is extremely common. It doesn't always happen, but almost always. This is how an impulse within a cryptocurrency will unfold. See that 3 is 87.669, 1 was 7.13 in length, 3 is multiple times longer than 1 at 87.669, but 5 is also longer than 3. The longest wave of this impulse in terms of price, distance and potential profit is the fifth wave. So if you can identify the end of a second wave, the start of a third wave, and enter while you're still within first wave price territory, you can hold for 3, 4 and get the gains of 5. That's the general idea of how to use that simple Elliott Wave structure, that 5-step pattern called an impulse. Okay, that's my conclusion for Tellor for you today. Can't remember what I've got next, but I'm aiming to do one a day because my list is extremely long, so I really just want to get through that for you. But I do want to get Ethereum done this week, so I think that might be coming up next. I might bump it up the list a little. I have had multiple requests for it. It's particularly popular, and I'm invested in it myself, so I also want to keep an eye on it. Okay, thank you so much for your support, and if you haven't already done so, please, if you could support me by registering for that event on the 17th of August, that would be fantastic. Thanks.